The improv technique of yes-anding is key to being really successful in social media. Find out coming up on Corporate Video Critics. Hello, I'm David Spark, and welcome to Corporate Video Critics, media tips for communications professionals. This episode is all about improv and applying improv techniques to your social media communications. Specifically, improv techniques of yes-anding, making your partner look good, and being in the moment are critical to being successful in social media and your communications, which will be good for business. I spoke to some improv professionals with their advice on how to apply improv techniques to social media. You are an improv instructor. You teach improv techniques. You teach people how to communicate. What I want to know is, how can people use the rules and the laws of improv, the principles of improv, and apply them to social media?
Well, first of all, we can learn something from the rules of improv, because the first rule of improv is that there are no rules. There are no rules, guys. So what that means is that you have to figure out how to move things forward, which takes us to the first principle of improv. How do you move things forward? That's your challenge. That's going to help you in your social contact. Second thing about improv is you have to acknowledge what's there. What's there in your own self and what's there out present with you. What's here right now.
And you have to be completely adaptable and flexible. You don't have a preconceived idea of how your social media is going to unfold. You just look at them, yes, and keep moving forward.
You know what, that is super great advice, because the number of times I've been interviewed or been on a panel where someone has a list of questions, they literally do not hear what anyone said, and they go, okay, next question. That shows you're just disconnected.
Yeah, I do that all the time at Strong Entertainment over on Thursday. Yeah, and the thing is when you're sitting there thinking about what your answer is going to be, clearly it's not going to be contextual. You're not going to have a connection.
Now here's the third thing about improv that I want you to take to heart. You play well with others. You make others part of the game. So it's not a monologue, it's a dialogue. It's a co-creation. So first, how do you see what's there? How do you move things forward? And how do you co-create the future? Let someone in, and it's theirs together with you. Plus, you're going to be surprised because it's going to be something you couldn't anticipate or couldn't build.
Just don't necessarily even try to be clever. Be obvious, be honest, take care of everyone, and say what everybody's thinking. If you relax, you can say that.
You know, that's a good idea, is don't try to be clever, don't try to push it. I have found the more that you're in the moment, the more that you take advantage of what you just said, or what the surroundings, like we're at this trade show, actually humor and laughs will come out of that, correct?
Absolutely. If you actually really listen to your partner and you're in the moment and present and thinking, whatever comes naturally will be the most honest thing, and will give you the most connection, and give you the best information. And if you want to make them laugh, that's actually the best way to make them laugh, is just to be in the moment.
What would I look for, and how could I sort of be in the moment and engage with someone on Twitter?
Well, one of the easiest ways is to repeat back what they've said to you with a question mark. Now, if you look at top interviewers on 60 Minutes and others, that's one of the techniques they use all the time. Somebody will say, we'd like to know about your finances. And the person will say, my finances. And then the interviewer will say, yes, your finances. Just that. And that sort of acknowledges what's there and shows your interest. That was the easiest way to pull them forward. It's like, yes, I'm here with you, and I'm ready to engage. Secondly, it's about being really curious about what's going on with them. Provoking them with a question that is not an attack or cruel or shameful, but sort of like pushing at them a little bit. Like, what is going on here? What is happening here? So you want to move the conversation forward. Remember, see what's there, move it forward, play well with others, collaborate.
When you're engaging, do it without expectations. Put stuff out there, see what happens, then react naturally to it. I think a lot of people have a line that they're trying to follow. When they try to force it to follow that line, it feels forced. So put stuff out there that you have no idea where it's going to go, and play with it. Have fun.
The big advice is just be in the moment. Really, do not push your agenda without listening. It's really, really critical. So often I'll be at a trade show or a conference, we'll be tweeting content out, and they'll see that we're shooting video at an event, and instead of acknowledging what we did and asking what we're shooting, they just say, oh, it'd be awesome if you came by our booth and saw what we're doing. That's not being in the moment. That's not listening. Yes, they may think they're being in the moment because they're reacting because I'm at the same conference they are, but if you want to be in the moment, find out what I'm doing, and you're going to have a lot greater success of making that connection. If you found this video useful and you want to share this video to your friends because you're the kind of person who likes to share and yes and content, please share this video. If you're a fan of great media tips for communication professionals, please subscribe to this channel. We really appreciate you watching and participating. A good yes and move would be to comment on this video. And thank you again for watching. We really appreciate you being a viewer of the Corporate Video Critics.